just for the fuck of it, hell of it, whatever you want to say, whatever thing that you want it to be of it for. This is the Overdose. I drove from Chicago to New Orleans for probably the 900th time in my life. I've done this fucking drive so many times. For the first time in years, I haven't been the one driving. My license expired. My eyes terrible. I could not get my license in Illinois and pass the test, the eye test and everything I needed to do. So I had my girlfriend Darcy driving my car the whole trip, and I was able to orchestrate a really cool kind of like back road journey. So we took off down 57 for a while, and then we just struck out on kind of like side roads and shit like that and started driving around. We ended up at all kinds of weird places, all kinds of cool places. Indian mounds from the Woodland era, if you're not hip to that. The Woodland era, before, pre-Columbian natives that mostly built mounds, how you've heard of the Cahokia mounds in southern Illinois. This is the area that we were in, all over southern Illinois and southern Indiana, and all these places that you would think of as really kind of boring, and they are in a lot of ways, definitely pretty fucking boring. But there's a lot of shit that you can find that's exciting historically, or really, interesting for whatever reason. And real quick, I keep teasing this episode that we're going to do about Cairo, Illinois, spelled the same as Cairo, Egypt. And that's going to be the next episode once I have the whole crew back together. So, that is coming. But I have some other things to say about this whole area. Now, when you get down to southern Illinois, it's very, sparsely populated. It's got little pockets of different cultures here and there and stuff. It's a very weird place. One of these places that we went to see some old Indian mounds was way back on these. They don't tell you this on the GPS. You follow these gravel roads way off the highway, way off of any old farm roads and stuff, and you go way back there, and there's these old mounds, and you walk around. It's very relatively unremarkable, I would have to say, to be honest. I tried to get my girlfriend to have sex with me back there when we were at one of these places, but she's like so white, it's ridiculous. She's getting sunburned to shit. She's like, no fucking way am I getting my ass sunburned so you can fuck me against your 1999 Corolla in the back of a fucking parking lot in northern Missouri at some Indian mounds. You know what I mean? She's a sensible gal. And also, she's extremely white. She's like, I don't know if people who are not white, I don't know if you know about this shit, but there's like different levels of white. Like, my girlfriend is like Hitler wet dream white. Like, she's like the whitest that it gets. Like Czechoslovakian, perfect milk. So creepy, I know, to listen to. Which is the whole reason I'm doing this. So I should probably, well, here we go. Perfect, like, milky skin, like golden blonde hair, crystal blue eyes. She's like the perfect Aryan. She's as white as it fucking gets. And then there's other levels. There's the Northern Europeans, and then mongrels that came out of the England and Ireland and that whole area. those weirdo fucking they're mountain people too. They used to just burrow into the side of hills, live there for 1,000 years. Fucking assholes. And then there's Mediterraneans. They're like the next down level, you know. And that's I'm what I got, like maybe like 25-30% Mediterranean, and then I'm like also a bunch of those like caveman hill people from the Britannica, and so I'm just saying, my girlfriend is like top level, like Aryan white, and she would not have sex with me at these Indian mounds because it was too fucking sunny. White people problems, first world problems, I know. But imagine you have been traveling for 2.5 days with the same psycho broad, and she hasn't fucked you once. Imagine. Then you would start to think about this stuff, I bet. So we're traveling around the back roads, and it's fun when you do this. By the way, holy shit, we ended up going to Johnny Cash's childhood home. That was really fun. We go down there. This was when it was already getting dark. And by the way, anytime me and my girlfriend have been together for more than 8-10 hours, we're already starting to get pretty fucking angry. Like, it's you know, we're both making a big effort, but we're boiling. It's right that the tea kettle is about to start whistling, and you're just holding it back a little bit, turn the burner down a tiny bit. Maybe I could just stop it from whistling. Maybe for a minute. And then finally, so we're at that point, and I go like, all right, look, I know there's been some shit, but here's what's going on. Johnny Cash's childhood home is coming up, and I think that would be, and she goes, do you even like Johnny Cash? And I was like, yeah, you know, like, yeah, I mean, as much as anybody. And the real answer is, you know, sure, but he's not one of my main people that I should really care about his child. But I just wanted to do stuff. Like, we're out in the middle of fucking nowhere, and you see that pop up on your phone. It says it's, 16 minutes away. Like, can we go to it? She's like, all right. So here's what ends up happening. We get off the fucking highway again and start to go down these back fucking roads. By the way, Johnny Cash grew up in the middle of goddamn nowhere. I'm telling you, that guy was authentic, because in 2017, there's not a paved road to Johnny Cash's childhood home. I'm telling you that right now. This is gravel to this day. So you're talking about a guy that grew up whenever. What the fuck was he? I don't know, kid in the 40s or 30s or some shit. So that shit. I mean, there was a little tiny downtown area, whatever the name of the town is. I don't know. Oh, it's Diet. I don't know how you say it. Dyess. Dias? I don't know. Whatever it is. There's a tiny little old downtown area with like a little old theater from like the teens or the 20s. You know, it's very, very little charming place that we went to right about after dark, and completely abandoned, completely deserted, completely creepy and cool and historic looking. And then you end up driving down these gravel roads to Johnny Cash's boyhood home, and what's there is this pretty. It doesn't really look that unique or anything. It's not very cool or anything. It's just, I guess, the fact that he grew up there, and you kind of look around and you picture his music with your ears, and you sort of try to take it all in. It was kind of cool. It was after dark when we got there. It wasn't open. We didn't take a tour. We just looked at it, took some pictures. But these are the kind of things that you can do way out in the middle of nowhere. We're also driving around in northern Missouri. And I don't know how many times in my life, not many times in my life, have I driven down a highway and not seen another fucking soul or another sign of a human being or another car or anything for like 40 minutes. But that's what happened. And so we're driving down the highway and there's this giant fucking fish. It's not a highway. I don't know why. It's whatever it is. There's this giant fucking fish in the middle of it. Okay? I'm like, let's get out and take a picture of this fish. So we get out and take a picture of this fish. There's an irrigation canal on the side of us. And it was like one of those things where you realize like, oh shit, here's a spider web. Oh man, it was on me. I should look out for those. And then you slowly start to look around and there's 90 fucking million spider webs everywhere covering everything and you just run away. Here's what this was. Hey, let's take a picture of this dead fish in the middle of the highway because I was wanting to take pictures. That looks kind of cool. And we start looking around like there's another dead fish. Wait a second, there's 5 more. It's like, and then it's slowly like, holy shit, we're in the middle of this fucking fish genocide. This huge fish genocide. It might not have been a genocide. It might have been in a fish apocalypse. I don't know what the fuck it was. This thousands of fucking fish that you could see as far as you could see, and in any direction. There was just dead fish everywhere, like in the canal, all over the sides. There was not a canal; it was an irrigation fucking shit, whatever that is. Dead fish as far as you could fucking see. We're probably about a quarter mile from the river, from the Mississippi, and there had been some flooding, so all these fish had come out of the river during the flood and spread out and started swimming around, and then it came down and they started flipping out and they were stupid and they don't know what the fuck to do and they just started dying everywhere. Giant fucking fields of dead fish. I've never seen anything like it in my entire fucking life. Like if I was like a Native American in the 1800s, I would definitely think that the world was ending or gods had blessed us with a feast. I'm not sure. I don't know I'm not sure if they would even eat those fish. If there was that many, or they would think they were cursed. What would happen? Anyways, we also went to this place called New Madrid, right where the Ohio River and the Mississippi River meet, and it's really cool, you know. And this is south of that river junction, and it's another place that's mostly abandoned. It's kind of creepy. Actually, as it started to get dark, we saw a few kind of creepos walking around being all methy, fucking, you know, twitchy, kind of walking around. And but in the late afternoon, while we were there, we're hanging out on the river. I remember there was this island. It had this really beautiful name that was like Island Number 10. They were like at this big historical plaque, like, this is Island Number 10. Here's what happened here. Like, I don't even give a fuck because your name is Island Number 10. Fuck off. And we ended up going over to this little museum, and I told the guy that was running it, we hit it off and we were talking about all kinds of shit. It's really fun there. It's a pretty cool little place. The New Madrid, I guess they say. That's right. New Madrid Historical Museum. What was his name? Jeff, I think. Hey, Jeff, if that's your name. I told him I'd give him a shout out on YouTube and tell people about the place. And I will be honest with you, as far as like when you know, normally when you go to these little tiny places in little off the beaten path sort of little towns, it's terrible, and it's just like 2 rooms that suck ass that some old lady tells you shit you don't care about. This place was really cool, man. It starts off with a few videos they show you that are honestly kind of boring, but then when you get actually into the museum, it's they had a sword from a Spanish explorer that was unearthed in somebody's yard, I think they said, in the area. 16th century Spanish explorer in the New Madrid area, whose name was Sancho the Fourth, and you can look at his sword right there on the wall. They have it. It's pretty. I mean, that's pretty cool for one of those little places. Plus, a whole bunch of like Civil War, memorabilia, if you will. All kinds of mining history and all kinds of farming and whatever and blah blah blah. It's a pretty fun little fucking place. The New Madrid Historical Museum. So we spent way too much time there. And I remember I was really worried the whole time because I had smoked like half a bowl and it was in my pocket and I smelled like weed ridiculously. But I was worried about the small town nature of the place that I just didn't know if anyone would care. Okay, so the dude at this museum tells us about we asked him like, hey, where could we get some barbecue? That's what we were in the mood for. Where could we get some barbecue? He goes, well, there's a place called Chubby's. All right, it's in Haiti, Missouri. And again, I think they might even say Haiti or some weird shit like that. Everything in that area of the country that you whatever you think it would be pronounced, you just say the dumbest weird inversion of it that you can think of, and that's how they actually say it. So, like Cairo is Cairo. The guy goes, go to Chubby's, the guy at the museum. So we drive down to this place, which is in Haiti, Missouri. And, it's barbecue. It's all right. For the middle of nowhere, it's fucking awesome. And what we did was, because everything was so cheap there, that we're used to spending a certain amount of money on dinner. So we ordered enough shit to feed probably 4, 5, 6 maybe people, and had the entire fucking table completely packed with, we had ribs, beef brisket, chicken, sausage, ham. We had ham even. We had fucking, I don't even remember. But all kinds of shit. And then all the sides, beans and coleslaw and french fries and all this shit going on. And we spent like maybe $48. I think it was something like that. It was like $48. And then I noticed it was funny. The other people that like lived around there that were there eating, and there was like 2 ladies that ate there next to us, and we were paying at the same time, and their bill was $18 for the 2 of them with, their whole dinner, drinks and everything. So that's how we did that. And then ate our asses off all the way back down the road with all the fucking leftovers. What else? I'm going to have a lot more on our whole exploration of that area of the country, because I'm very fascinated by it, and it's a fun place. And I think it's very overlooked as a travel destination, because the whole river in that area, the Ohio River is beautiful. The Mississippi River is beautiful. I mean, this entire place is great. It's cheap. It's interesting. It's compelling. There's a lot of places for an explorer and somebody who appreciates American history to enjoy. So what else did we do? Oh yeah, we fought for hours at a time and ignored each other, and had arguments about what to listen to in the car. Oh, it's great. It's so wonderful to be in a relationship again. I think I'll come back and talk again for a few minutes on the Overdose Talk Show. Fuck you. Be right back. Alright, so last thing before I go is this video. All I know about this guy is his name is Lieutenant Wells. I just saw this. I looked around a little bit. It's hard to figure out exactly who he is right off the bat. But It was posted by the Facebook page known as just police officers. That's their that's the face. That's how creative these people are. Police officers. So let's just take a look at this. If you're hearing the audio version, there'll be I'm gonna put the video up with it too, pretty soon. So let's check this out right here. This is Lieutenant Wells. He's got a message for everybody about the whole state of public relations with police, I think, right now.
Good evening, America.
Hold on a second. He starts with his hat down and then raises his head up and then takes it off and his face is all bloody. Could it be any cheesier? You fucking idiot.
Lieutenant Chuck Wells here.
Lieutenant Chuck Wells.
Is what you're seeing tonight?
Oh, he did another video. Oh, we could do that one too when this is over. Hold on.
Violent enough to make you stop scrolling through Facebook?
Yeah, well, it got me to stop scrolling through Facebook because you're such a fucking retard that I had to stop to make fun of you. So yeah, that worked.
In your attempt to find something funny?
Yeah, I found something funny, and it's you and your fucking Hank Hill cartoony ass with your fucking fake blood.
Is what you're looking at tonight worth taking a few minutes just to find out what this video is about?
Yeah, again, definitely, I'll take a few minutes to just ridicule you. All right, so go on.
What you're looking at tonight is the face of law enforcement in this country.
Yes, I think it is. A complete clown, a fucking buffoon that has zero awareness of what he's actually fucking doing or how he comes across. Yeah, I think you're pretty accurate there.
And before you ask, no, nothing happened to me tonight.
I wasn't going to ask, and I don't give a fuck because I fucking hate you.
What you see before you is an image that I've created just to get your attention.
Have you?
You see, I'm talking about the men and women on the thin blue line.
Are you?
Every morning, it's not if, but when.
Oh, Jesus. The cops always try to pretend their job is really dangerous. I think he's going to say later in this video that about 27 cops have been killed this year. And I looked it up. Okay, conservative estimates are about 400 to 430 people that have been killed by cops this year. So, I mean, if you consider that statistically, about 10% of those are unjustified, I think, or something like that. And, the amount of videos that we've all seen that are legally justified and officially justified, but clearly shouldn't have been, it's ridiculous, man. The way that they act like there's a war on police when there's clearly the police are waging war on the American people. It's fucking laughable. Look at this fucking clown. Let's go.
You turn on social media, and every day,
yeah, that's how I found this.
You'll find a freshly story made that was about an officer.
A freshly story made. Every day you'll find a freshly story made. You dunce. What a piece of shit. Every day you'll find a freshly story made.
Made that.
Hold on, wait.
Was about story made that find a freshly. And every day you'll find a freshly story made that.
Yeah, every day you'll find a freshly story made. Yeah, no. And every day I'll find a Kappa Nui douchey. You fucking retard. Ah, Jesus Christ. Freshly story made.
Was about an officer on the thin blue line, man or woman, stabbed, gunned down, dragged by a car.
Uh-huh.
And the sad part about this whole situation is...
You know what the sad part about this whole situation is? You fucking retard. Here's the sad part. I've gone and done a bunch of research when people will post these 10 officers died this year in in the line of duty, and I'll look them all up. Do you know how many fucking police officers die in car accidents due to fucking deer? Like, there's a bunch of shit I've seen in the Midwest where you look it up, and like 3 out of these 10 fucking people have died because they ran into deer or some other shit on the highway, driving fast as fuck on these isolated highways and whatever. That's how a lot of these people die. And a lot of these people also die because they're fucking with somebody who maybe has drugs. And I'm sorry, if you're one of these little faggots that worships government and worships authority, then fuck you. Don't listen to my show. Thumbs it down, you little fucking faggot. But if they're going after somebody for just drugs and they get killed, I got no fucking sympathy. And this is what they call a war on police. Well, no, we're just enforcing immoral laws. We're just enforcing, shit that most people didn't even agree with anymore. And people are just killing us because we're trying to ruin their lives by force. Yeah, fuck you. God damn it. We got to finish this thing. It's so long.
It's not important enough to barely make the news.
Woohoo.
Does this image America that you're looking at tonight cause you to stop and think of the price that's being paid daily on the streets of America?
Causes me to stop and think about what a
Congress, is this image enough to cause you to stop with all the bickering and all the fighting on the meaningless issues in our nation? To take a hard look at the men and women who are sacrificing on a daily basis in this nation?
By the way, what image are you talking about? You in front of a Toyota Tacoma after you threw fucking paint on your face? That's what you want people to be really, really, stirred up by, and you think this is a really compelling, profound statement? You threw a bunch of paint on your face and stood in front of a pickup truck. This is the image? This is a weird fucking thing, too. You could have done a little bit better with the lighting in the background. You are a fucking moron. I mean, honestly, this dude reminds me of somebody who would have been in one of those. He might have been in the special class in high school in the.
To this point today, we've lost
place or whatever,
27 police officers to gun violence.
Oh my God. 27 police officers to gun violence. Oh my God. Holy shit. Do you know that the police have killed 450 people this year already? Which is really only, average, to be honest with you. It's really not, it's not more than usual. But did you know that the number of police being killed by civilians, and by the way, police are also civilians, but the number of them being killed by civilians has been going down for the past few years. As all this hype is going up, the number of police being killed has been going down. You fucking asshole. God, I mean, this guy is.
We've had police officers dragged for blocks who are fighting for their lives.
Yeah, you got 1 million people in prison right now because private corporations have bought up the entire fucking justice system, and prisons are run privately for profit, and they have contracts with the local governments to keep a certain capacity of the prisons. The war on drugs serves all of this. You and your little cronies have ruined millions of fucking lives and if you go back the past, since the war on drugs has been amped up, past 40 years or whatever, if you go back that far, Tens, hundreds of millions of lives have been ruined because of people like you. You fucking piece of shit.
Untold numbers of men and women who have been shot. Not killed, but shot and fighting for their existence.
Not killed.
There is a war in America. You may not want to talk about it. You may not want to let your children see it, but there is a war in America. For some reason, the news media doesn't talk about this. For some reason, they want to talk about other issues surrounding other things besides what's happening on the thin blue
Yeah, that should be an indication, because if they could spin it your way, they would.
line.
But they can't. You fucking retard.
But it's real to me. It's real to...
It's like that fucking kid in that clip from years ago about pro wrestling. It's still real to me. It's still real to me. Oh, you piece of shit.
The men and women who put this uniform on daily. It's real to the children of the police officers, the moms and dads. It's real to them.
I mean, you're standing here.
It's real to the wives who cry themselves to sleep. It's real to the men who watch their wives put on that uniform and go off to duty. In the next
sissies. It's real to those little faggot ass men that their wives go off and do a man's job for America. And don't forget, sometimes a man has to stay home and take care of his children. I don't agree with it, but that's freedom, you know? And that's some of the sacrifices we have to make as a culture. After all, men, you could see how he twitched when he was saying that. He kind of was uncomfortable with that whole idea. Men with their wives going off to protect the community.
Go off to duty. And the next time they see them, they're in a flag draped. Their wives put on that uniform and go off to duty. And the next time they see them, they're in a flag draped coffin.
Yeah, he didn't like that. They're in a flag draped coffin. Are they? How often does that happen? 27 of you nationwide? You don't even have one of the top 20 most dangerous jobs. You goddamn whiny little fucking pussies. Cops are the whiniest bunch of prima donna faggots in this entire fucking country. All of you can suck a dick. God, I fucking hate you.
But while there's a war and while there's a fight, I want you to know something, America. The men and women on this thin blue line are very resilient.
Are you?
And for every useless scumbag that thinks it's okay to pull the trigger on one of my teammates,
okay, so
there's hundreds more, thousands more who have the same character, who are willing to step into the gap and take that person's place.
Right, yeah, kind of like a cockroach or a rat or something like that. Exactly. You stomp one out, 100 more pop up. Yeah, we get it. We get it. No. That's something to be definitely proud of, is that, in this brainwashed, fucking brain-dead, stupid piece of shit country, that there's a million other people like you. It takes actual balls and actual work to be somewhat enlightened and informed in this fucking country. That's what the real manly thing is to do. You fucking idiot. This is the definition when people want to call each other faggots and cucks all the time and all that shit. This is the definition of that. This is the definition of just, I will follow the law. I will do what I'm told. If you kill me, my sons will take my place. Everything I do, my entire life is about just following the law and following the rules. If it is written on paper, I will risk my life and I will kill you to defend it. I will what a fucking piece of garbage. I mean, this is this guy. I mean, whoa! Why didn't I think of that? Why did I not think of that? Sling Blade fucking reference until just now. If you step out of line, I will force feed you French fried potatoes and kill you with a lawnmower blade. Look at this fucking redneck. Detached. Just absolutely mindless drone. Look at this guy.
We may be bloodied. We may be wounded. We may have to bury some along the way. But the thin blue line is not going anywhere. America, I want you to check yourself. Mm-hmm. This is the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Oh, is it?
What's it going?
What does that mean to a person like this? That's what I wonder. What is that? It must mean, right? It's nothing. It's like an incantation almost. It's just like it's like a religion to him, but it doesn't have to actually have any logical application. You know, that's funny. This is the land of the free, the home of the brave. Are you real brave? Are you real brave? You fucking asshole. Are you? I think people that break laws openly are braver than you. You fucking little twat. God damn it. Yeah, you're real brave. You have a legal gang. Everything you're going to do is backed up by, like you said, 1,000 other cockroaches just like you. And 30 other in your immediate area that if you get into a real spot, there will be people all over that are on your side. Here, let's, dude, it's way braver to be the average fucking person who deals with police or who aligns himself against police. Way braver. Way braver. Fuck you. You're a piece of shit. You're a little girl. Fuck you.
Going to take for the great men and women of this country to stand up, shoulder to shoulder, united with the men and women on the thin blue line. There's too.
It's going to take you stopping harassing everyone in the entire fucking country and arresting people for victimless crimes. Look at you. God, you fucking brain dead fuck.
Many of us that are wounded. Too many of us that have scars.
Is the pain in your eye?
But if we know you are standing with us,
he can't open his
we can continue this fight to the end.
The paint is falling in his eye because he's stupid.
I, for one, want you to know
because he threw paint on his face.
I've got your six, and I will be there should you call.
I got your six. God damn it. I wish you were actually bleeding from your head. I hope you die. I hope you get fucking hit by a semi-truck while you're pulling over somebody for a broken taillight. You fucking psycho. Fuck all of you. I don't give a fuck. You wanna think I'm stupid for hating police? You wanna thumb? Everybody always hates us for some reason. People, subscribe to our channel because we're pro Second Amendment and we do a lot of other things that I guess right-wing people like. But you right-wing people, it's quote-unquote Republicans and whatever you are, you're so inconsistent. You're free market about everything. Socialism sucks in every single way, right? And I tend to agree with you. But then for some reason, socialism is okay for law enforcement. And everything that actually is wrong with socialism is what's going on in law enforcement. The total unchecked power and abuse of power and all this stuff that right-wing people hate about socialism. This is law enforcement. This is exactly what's wrong with law enforcement, but you don't see it because you're a bunch of hypocrite cowards and you can all suck my fucking dick. I really hate all Republicans and Democrats to the point that I want to leave this fucking country. And, like I said, I guess I already said suck my dick, so now I'll say suck my balls. And everybody, have a good night. This was the Overdose Talk Show.